Hey guys, we're back with another ace tanker. Today it's Tintasul Kior, or as I like to call him, Tint, in his Renegade. And he is on the map Ghost Town. There's two RDs. It's standard battle. Let's see what he can do top tier. Now, the Renegade has decentish armor, except see that huge tumor right on the top here? And that can be a problem. But let's see. I've never played it because I don't own it. Let's see. It's got 226 penetration. That's pretty good. And 255 with its gold rounds. So Tint sent me this. He sends me replays once in a while. And usually if he sends me a replay, it is a good replay. So as our Carnarvon, the enemy Carnarvon takes out our 844. You cannot be too aggressive on this map because there's just too many shots of flanking fire if you're aggressive. So it's better to play a little bit passive if you can. And I haven't watched this, so he's probably going to get super aggressive now that I said that. But if I know him, the way he plays generally is less aggressive. So that's good. He's got a 110 over there. That 110 is not a very good tank. I just got that 110. It's poor at best. But, ooh, he bounces an SU 130 PM. So, that's good. So that tells him what he needs to know, that he needs to be a little more passive. Apparently he's not real happy with that SU. Oh, look at his team. Holy Hannah. So he's rightfully falling back because you don't want that SU-130 PM to hit you. Take 530 damage or 520. What's the alpha on that? Something like that. You guys can tell me. So he does have two RDs, but they're down 1 to 4 already. Looks like the gun handling on this is pretty darn good. And the enemy is now pushing into position where they're getting artilleried, so that's a good thing. Yeah, the gun handling looks like it's excellent on this thing. So I don't know if this got to be a heavy, right? I would think. And you notice how he rocks back and forth. And now he sees, so he's watching the map, right? And there's a black prince coming around the other side as he puts a shot in just to keep that 110 back. So he's leaving that IS, but there's really no choice, right? He's got to get safe because the rest of his team is sitting up on that hill, which is a horrible mistake because it takes one guy to spot you. See that T25/2? If he spots people, they're going to get wrecked. That's a nice flank there. Able to put a nice shot into the 110. So is he going to push this? Or I guess maybe he is. Yeah, so this thing's got usable armor, and I did not realize how good the gun handling is on that. That's really nice. He must have a pretty good crew as well. So. And that takes him up to 1,300 damage and his second kill. So, looks like his team has finally figured out the wisdom of actually moving forward a little bit. And there's that pesky SU. I'm not sure I would back up here, Tint. But, oh, he didn't back up. Just looked like it from the way he was moving. And he's loading his first gold round. Looks like he's going after that prot. He is in trouble, folks. Although he does have this dead tank here. So that's good. That's a nice shot. But it looks like it's a 320 alpha gun. Looks like a standard American gun, huh? Oh, 360. Okay. Well, that's kind of nice. And it looks like a pretty fast rate of fire, too, so... So he has got 3 guys in front of him, including 2 tank destroyers, and pretty much no help except for maybe Artie. So, how are you going to handle this, Tint? Oh, guy's giving you some side there. There's a nice tracking shot. Perfect. And he gives enough side. Wow. That was a nice shot. I didn't think that'd pin. But he gives enough side that he can bait the enemy into shooting his side. 2,700 damage, and he has created a graveyard here. Wonder where that Chi-Ri went. I don't know what the Chi-Ri thinks he's doing in town anyway, but regardless, there's a lot of work to do, because if you look at his team, they are playing so passively. And that's the problem on this map. If you play that passively, ooh, that was a lucky snapshot. Wow. And he is back to standard rounds. But if you play that passively, like, this Comet's going to have shots into him, right? And I think that's probably a pretty good blind fire there. Of course, the Comet is out of his view range, but they can get flanking shots on you, and there's really nothing you can do about it when you're in this city. So maybe he's going to go up and try and bush up a little bit, see if he could spot anything. Because certainly someone's moved up, you would think, but there's so many bushes on this side of the map that it looks like, yep. Okay, so there, I want to explain this. He fired at a spot he thought this guy might be, but also probably to find out if he got lit. Okay, and he's less worried about that light tank than he is the 2 artilleries. So probably what he's doing is staying as arty safe as he can, assuming that artillery is back up in this corner. They could be anywhere, but generally they would sit in that corner. So I just wanted to explain that to those of you that that might wonder, ooh, that's gonna hurt. Wow. He's, you know, sometimes it takes a little bit of luck, and I'm not taking anything away from your game, Tint, but that Scorpion, why did he not fire at you? I don't understand. 3,200 damage, though, 5 kills. Even if he had, there's 2 guys left. There's a Jagdpanther, which is semi-dangerous, and a Comet, which is what I would consider a non-issue in this tank. With gold, he might be able to do some damage, but okay, here he uses the push mechanics. That Jagdpanther must be just blind as a bat. So, and so let's see, where is Tint going next? So he doesn't want to get spotted if he can help it, right? Because there are 2 arties and he's in the wide open. So I think what he's doing is creeping up underneath, trying to keep the hill between him and the enemy Jagdpanther. That's going to help. That's really going to help. And that 360 Alpha is definitely nice for those artilleries. So yeah, he's just trying to keep the hill between him and the Jagdpanther so that he can creep up on him and perhaps kill him. That'd be my guess. What an excellent game. Almost 4,000 damage. 669 assist. He's got his top gun already. And finally, these guys are getting their brave pills. I mean, you're in a prot. Why would you not go to the town? Oh, that's an unfortunate shot. And this guy is probably going to rush him down. And he's using HE. So one thing that Tint did there is he turned just enough sideways that it would be hard to pin his side, right? And he's trying to bait a shot into those big American tracks. He hasn't been shot at by Artie, which tells me Artie is on the run. I kind of figured they were either A, on the run, or B, not in a position to shoot him. So that's always good information. And he's now got somebody on the cap, which is good. It is good because there's not that... Well, there's 5 minutes left, but it might bait someone into coming in toward the cap. Apparently Tint doesn't think it's good. I think it's good just to bait them in. But I don't think it's necessarily good to cap it out, right? Because there's just that comet left. Although there's the Hellcat's the only thing fast enough to catch that comet, and I don't think the Hellcat probably wants to catch that comet because that comet will DPM him down really quickly. 2 shots and he's probably dead. There we go. Sorry about that. That's my printer, if you can hear that. It does weird stuff sometimes. So this is a pretty long game here. Yeah, it'll be a shame if he does cap it out because Tint, 4,100 damage, 8 kills. He could go for his Radleys here. I wonder if that Comet's AFK now. Little showing off. I'm not sure why he's going towards the center, but he is. Maybe he just figures, yeah, he got capped out. That's too bad. You know, it's really unfortunate because that T-28 prototype sat in the very back all game and did nothing. And then we'll have to look at the after-action report. Well, you know, Tint was in town fighting 5 guys. You know, it just does not make any sense to me. Why? And then he goes and caps, so then Tint can't get his Radley Walter. So that's unfortunate, Tint. Sorry about that. But let's go ahead and look at the after action on this one. Okay, so I'm a dope. I haven't got too many Radley Walters, but I guess Tint did get his Radley Walters. 8 kills as a Radleys. So he got an ace tanker here, 7 bonds. Look at those credits, almost 200,000 credits and 4,900 XP. Radley Walters, which is a great medal. Pascucci's medal, which is my favorite medal in the game besides Dimitri's. And a Top Gun for his 4,100 damage, 1,565 XP. That is really high, guys. That's a great game, Tint. I appreciate you sending it in. 26 shots, 19 hits, 16 pens, and he blocked 800 damage. So he played this. You'll notice people that are good don't generally block a lot of damage unless they have to. Oh, wait, he blocked 1,700. I'm sorry. But they don't block a huge amount of damage unless they have to, right? He was put in a situation where he had to block some damage. Otherwise, he was going to end up losing the city. So 900 assist. He ended up with 119,000 net credits. That's a really nice game. And 4,900 XP. That's must have been a double or a personal reserve, looks like. So excellent game, Tint. Thanks for sending that in. And thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate all your comments and all your likes. We will catch you guys on the next one. Tonester out.